Let's get to our Decyfr Awards then.
Okay.
The NFL Awards, MVP. So you mentioned earlier Tom Brady should get some votes. This one seems almost certainly Aaron Rodgers, which surprises me. It's leaning so open because I would put Cooper Kupp in the mix. I would put Jonathan Taylor, but the trouble is it's recency, right? How long ago does it seem since the Colts played a decent game? It seems a world away now. I would steer towards Cooper Kupp, but I know this is a quarterback award. Who are you going to go with, Scott?
I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You look at his touchdown to interception ratio, immaculate, and keep in mind that a couple of those interceptions came in week 1 when they played that kind of strange game against the New Orleans Saints, but it had to be in Jacksonville because of the hurricane in the New Orleans area. Rodgers, after that game, was absolutely clean. They ended up being the number 1 seed. I realized they flamed out in the playoffs, but Rodgers, to me, I can look past the COVID vaccination stuff. I can gladly look past his toe situation.
And not going to put your foot up on the desk.
I would cast my vote for Aaron Rodgers.
All right, Coach of the Year. This is a difficult one because I'm not sure if it is Zach Taylor or Sean McVay who are going to be in the Super Bowl. So then you're looking at somebody who fell short of but Matt LaFleur's won 39 regular season games now to start his career with the Green Bay Packers. That's historic. That's the best in NFL history. But I look at Mike Vrabel as well. He used 91 players and they beat 8 teams with a winning record. I would go Mike Vrabel, and I don't think you'll get it, but that would be for me. Who would you go for there?
I agree with your reasoning there, and I also agree I don't think Vrabel will end up getting it, even though completely legitimate to vote for him. If you ask me at the end of the regular season, I'm voting Matt LaFleur. And I think that's a little bit of not only this year, but a little bit of a career achievement award for the 3 straight years of absolute excellence that he's had in Green Bay. But I think he did a fantastic job. But if you're asking me today, which you are asking me today, I would probably say Sean McVay, considering that he's been able to take these veterans and mesh them together and coach Matthew Stafford, who was a very accomplished and talented quarterback prior to coming to the Rams, but coached him into being a Super Bowl starting quarterback. I would vote for Sean McVay right now today.
All right, a couple of others then. So offensive player, if you're giving it to Rodgers, does Cooper Kupp or Jonathan Taylor get the offensive player, or is it Brady?
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Kupp, because as we said before, he had one of the most amazing wide receiver seasons ever. No one stopped him. Throughout the year. And Jonathan Taylor, as great as he was and being the rushing champ, when they needed him the most and when the Colts needed it the most in Week 18, they laid an egg. And they lost and got themselves knocked out of the playoffs when they had the inside track for it. And so Cooper Kupp, to me, is the offensive player of the year.
All right. Defensive, I would go TJ Watt. The sack record, 22.5 sacks, and he missed a couple of games. People are going to say, it was an extra game, but he missed a couple. So
you're totally right. And of course, then there was that weird thing at the end of the year where he had what they thought was a sack and they changed it to a tackle for a loss in like the first quarter of Week 18.
Yep.
So he's got the sack record. Well, no, he doesn't. We just got a stat correction like 10 minutes later. But then like 15 minutes after that, he did get another legitimate sack to again tie the record. I'm going to go Aaron Donald here, though.
Yep.
I'm going to go Aaron Donald. I realize
still affects the game so much, doesn't he?
Yes. There are sexy stat numbers when you talk about an edge rusher like Watt, who is an otherworldly player. And he would be my other vote. If I could split the vote, I probably would. But Aaron Donald, if you watch games if you take your eye off the ball and just watch from guard to guard or from tackle to tackle, he destroys opposing offensive lines, and it changes everything about the Rams defense and then everything about the Rams outcome in games as an interior defensive lineman. That is rare stuff. I'd go AD.
I think these two might be relatively straightforward. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I would go Jamar Chase.
I would go Jamar Chase. I would consider Mac Jones because he plays the toughest position in the NFL. But Jamar Chase has had, again, Randy Moss would be the only other rookie wide receiver season that I could compare it to. And I think we're going to replay NFL RedZone during the offseason. And I think you'll hear me in like week 5 or so when Jamar caught another 50-yard touchdown, deep shot from Burrow. I said, is he becoming the best deep threat in the NFL in his rookie year, in the first month and a half of his rookie year?
Yep.
Is he becoming the best deep threat in the NFL? I'm pretty sure I asked that question out loud. And I think the answer is yes. And I think we've also seen that he can take short passes and take them long. What a weapon. Give me Jamar Chase, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, I would go Micah Parsons, right? That's not that.
Everybody's going to go
that
Micah
hard.
Parsons.
He can play the run. He can drop into coverage. He can sack the quarterback, as he did 13 times. I mean, you got 3 players in one.
Yeah, absolute home run draft pick for Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys franchise. He's going to be one of the leaders on the team now going forward. He was a rookie. It's a little hard to lead being a first-year player, but I think he's going to be one of the leaders, and I think he's going to be one of those edge rushers that he and T.J. Watt and a couple of others are going to be fighting for that sack championship, and even maybe Strahan's record in Strahan and Watt's record now for years to come. But give me Micah Parsons. Hey, everyone, I'm Scott Hanson from NFL RedZone. If you want to see the best in the NFL, check out Decyfr Sport for all the pro football news and information.